Hi, morning, Doctor. Oh, how are you? Daphne here. Thanks for sending in your next exercise for correction. Well done working so hard. Glad you're enjoying the course. Thank you for sending in your corrections, which look great. That's a really, really good way to help you improve. Well done. And yeah, you're doing paper exam. That's absolutely fine. Lots of my students do that, actually. I think it honestly depends how happy you are on the computer. So here we go. Dear Sir or Madam, I'm writing to express my disappointment for the worst experience I had at your restaurant 2 days ago. You don't need a comma here. Just keep going. My name is I work as a senior manager at the Universal Company. I'm a regular diner at your restaurant located in the Yesu Road. Okay. Having good past experiences of food and service, I decided to organise my company's annual event. Wow, at your banquet hall. Yep, on the 13th. I would say having had, because it was in the past before now, good past experiences of food and service. I would say maybe of your food and service, just to make it quite clear that it's not just general food and service, it's in their places. The function was scheduled to be started at 7. Yes, you don't need the passive there. You can just say scheduled to start, but it doesn't matter. Surprisingly, when we reached the venue, the hall was still occupied by another party. Consequently, capital letter here. We had to make our valuable guests wait for an hour. You don't need to wait. In addition, though all our dietary requirements were discussed. Priorly discussed. I don't think we were previously discussed. I don't think we can have priorly, actually. Previously discussed with the supervisor. Nothing was cooked for our vegetarian guests. Therefore, oh dear, some fruit, bread and butter. You have no idea how embarrassing the situation was for me. I was given the responsibility to make this significant event a successful one. Because of your staff's mismanagement and incompetency, it was a disaster. I would just, rather than became a disaster, I would just say it was a disaster. You can't have great disaster. You have total disaster. So it was a total disaster. I'm exceedingly displeased with the quality of the service, hence I would like to have a full refund of the bill. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. What a perfect letter. Really, really good. Possibly the examiner might pick up on yours faithfully. It's a little bit more formal when you've got Sir, Madam, so just be cautious about that. But otherwise, fantastic. Absolutely great. I love how you've built the context. This is just what we want in this letter, to give me the story, which you've done really, really nicely. Okay, so this is interesting. I'll spend a lot of money on tickets. This is the most important part of the section. Do you think this is a positive or negative development? So over the past several years, a new trend to allocate the part of earnings to the tickets of cultural sports events such as drama for good, nice, has grown in importance worldwide. Lovely. A new trend of allocating. Grammatically, it doesn't matter, but in terms of how it sounds, for me, this is better, but grammatically, it doesn't matter. Part of, I think you need to say one's earnings. Earnings to, now you say tickets, I'd say, just so we're absolutely clear, purchasing access to, yeah, or attending events such as, yeah, oh, you've got events, sorry. Okay, so either purchasing access to or attending, okay, but I love how you give me examples in there. That's great. There's some belief that outlaying hard-earned money on expensive tickets for the aforementioned programs is a waste. Not wastage, is a waste. Outlaying? I would maybe say investing. Hard-earned money. So you invest money on. So investing hard-earned money on expensive tickets. I don't think you need to say that, because we know what you're talking about now is a waste. I totally agree with this. And a pine doesn't exist. Don't use this word. It doesn't exist in English. I totally disagree with it. You don't need that either. Yeah, because you're part of a sentence anyway. So investing hard-earned money on expensive tickets is a waste, and I totally disagree with it. My view will be elaborated by analysing the positive impacts of this on both the ticket buyer's mental well-being and local economy. Nice. There's ample evidence suggesting that the live entertainment events, I go these live entertainment because you've mentioned them before, play a crucial role in improving. Now it is the ing in improving. So ing there. The audience's psychological balance. This is mainly because the enthralling experience of watching, again, this is ing, of watching, and that here, of improving. Okay. It is very hard to learn this. I cannot give you a rule. There are no rules. It is unfortunately, literally, kind of almost a 50-50 chance, but for a native speaker, it's what sounds right. So I'm really sorry. It is a very difficult one. What you want to look on a grammar is gerunds and infinitives, if you have time. A favourite sport stars or music artist could not only become a lifetime memorable moment, good, but also help to relax and forget all relevant work worries. Just change that round. All relevant work worries. For instance, in my country, India, most of the ticket buyers of the IPL express their, rather than express, I'd go describe their experience of watching playing cricket as, so they describe it, coming down here, as the most enjoyable and exciting moment of their lives. I can believe that. Moreover, while attending such amusing, exciting, and absorbing, maybe, events, amusing is funny. Ha ha ha. So I'm not quite sure that's the right one here. A possibility. Yes, I'd say the possibility, because you're talking quite specifically. The possibility to interact with others and make new contacts cannot be denied. Absolutely. This clarifies that spending wages on purchasing such events tickets has great benefits for the buyers. Very nice. What a great paragraph. That's absolutely fantastic work. Really, really good. Furthermore, another major advantage, I would say, of this expenditure, rather than repeating tickets, this expenditure is to encourage artists and sportsmen to strive even harder to acquire name and fame. Good. The primitive reason behind this is that showing up a huge audience. I think you would have to say successful attendance figures. So take out huge audience. I think this is what you mean. Successful attendance figures. That means like a lot of people go. In sports grounds or auditoriums could influence investors to organise more such events at a higher level. Good. As a result, having national or international cultural or sports programs would provide new employment in hotels, would maybe in turn provide new employment in hotels, transport and shops for local inhabitants. For example, when the Olympics was organised in Mumbai, local trade holders were benefited. Extensively benefited. I don't think you can be extensively benefited. This is to do with the collocations, which words match together naturally. Enormously benefited, or were benefited enormously, are enormously benefited. Okay, why don't you forget that one and just go, were monetarily benefited due to the abundance of visitors in the city. This shows that paying to watch matches and cultural concerts locally can help boost a country's economy as a whole. Well done. I really like where you're going with this essay. I really like the organisation. I think you've taken elements of what we use as our template, but you've really clarified that very nicely. You've made it personal to you. You're using really, really lovely language. This is great. In conclusion, looking at the examples and arguments, I firmly believe that the cost of tickets for sports matches and drama or art events is nothing as compared to very good the enormous benefits of buyers' emotional satisfaction and helping performers to enhance confidence, along with creating more job opportunities for the host country. I hope in the foreseeable future more people would change their perception and support this kind of their maybe negative and critical. You could just add a little bit more there to go with this, because you're saying you want the people who are against it to change. So you could use those words there and support these kinds, these if you're going to have events at the end. Okay. Wow, that is your best essay yet by a long way. Absolutely fantastic work. Really impressed. Very good indeed. Especially lovely language and ambitious grammar. So well done.